Hey everybody, welcome back to the family channel.
Hi.
We hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. As you can tell, it is just the boys today, and we have decided to react to why Airborne school is so hard. We did a military video yesterday, and Garen had loads of questions, so I figured it's easier for me to show him than to tell him things I don't know. So we're going to be checking this video out. But before we do, if you guys haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to support our channel, please use our Amazon affiliate link down below. And if you're wondering where the girls are, they are visiting Kat's sister, having a ladies' night. So yeah, it's nice for them. Anyway, without further ado, let's check out why Airborne school is so hard.
All paratroopers and Special Operations Forces must be airborne qualified. Let's discuss how hard airborne school is with an
Do
emphasis.
you reckon you could do that?
No.
I'd love to go parachuting.
Yeah, I'd love to go parachuting, but I wouldn't do that. You need to hold on for life.
Why?
Well,
They're just holding their arms while they jump out.
Yeah, I
think
know.
I think that like cable
It's
rope
around
thing.
you also.
No, I think that once that runs out, that pulls the chute. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe the video will correct me.
On phases, key events, physical fitness, sleep and food deprivation, harassment, and then we'll finish with a video of a mass tactical airborne operation.
Oh yes. A shout out to this channel. by the way. I
Despite
just found
all
it.
of
It's
my
awesome.
military accomplishments, whenever I would visit home, my father would introduce me to his friends with a reference to airborne school. And of course, you remember my son, the paratrooper. Although airborne school was probably the easiest school I ever attended,
Really?
to my dad and to thousands of other soldiers and their families, it was the highlight of my career. Let's start with phases. Airborne School is located at Fort Benning, Georgia, and is 3 weeks long. The first week is Ground Week, the second week is Tower Week, and the third week is Jump Week.
That looks so cool. Though.
Airborne School starts off with a physical fitness test, which is administered by the airborne instructor.
I would be useless now. Jesus, I used to be so fit. Up until what, about 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I was running still easy, 5Ks a day. But like since I had that vertigo issue and I went to
Yes.
hospital and stuff, I've lost my fitness.
Like
I'm terrible now.
The 5Ks, you were barely sweating.
Yeah, well, I was sweating, but I'd come home and I'd be fine.
Yeah, you would like eat the smoothie, well, you would drink smoothie, eat stuff, you'd be fine.
And now look at me, fat boy. Black is definitely my new
This year
color.
we're changing.
Yeah, have to.
Airborne School starts off with a physical fitness test, which is administered by the airborne instructors, also known as Black Hats. And then you spend the next 4.5 days practicing your points of performance in what is called the PLF, or Parachute Landing Fall. Military parachuting is not like civilian skydiving and having a fun experience. It's all about getting combat power to the ground as quickly as possible. And because you fall quickly, you also land hard. And this is why it is so important to do a good PLF, or parachute landing fall. You will practice PLFs all day. You will do front PLFs, side PLFs, backwards PLFs. Then you will do PLFs from sidewalks and
I didn't know
platforms.
Neither did I.
Like I knew, because one of the guys I used to know, he rode motorbikes, and he said it's not the worrying about crashing, it's learning how to fall. So I suppose it's the same thing like that, because he had quite a bad motorbike accident on a Yamaha R6, and he hit into another car, he went flying, and he walked away with just scratches and that, and he's like, because you just go limp, you got to know how to fall.
You need to like be calm.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah,
like
whereas
stick.
if I crashed a bike,
You see some people, they like try and grab the concrete,
Yeah.
and then that ends worse.
Well, I think that's also why, like, when I fell out the tree, not comparing it at all, but like I put my arm out to try to stop me, and I snapped my wrist, and the bone was sticking out and stuff. So that I think that makes a lot of sense. So I suppose you really got to learn how to fall, isn't it? It's not
Yeah.
just the jump; it's the
Yes.
land.
And then from the lateral drift apparatus.
Oh. That's cool.
If you don't break your ankle or hurt your back and knees from doing hundreds of these PLFs, you also get to learn how to put on a parachute. You learn about actions in the airplane,
Look at all
like
that.
loading, seating, hooking your parachute static line to the aircraft, and how to exit the aircraft. Even though it's a tower, and this is technically ground week, you also get to jump out of the 34-foot tower.
Tower week.
During the second week of airborne school, you will jump out of the 34-foot tower many more times. You also get to practice your PLF some more via the swing landing trainer. This is where motivated airborne students get to swing from a platform and then the cadre releases them to the ground so they can practice their PLFs. But if you are a jerk or an uncooperative student, the black hats will drop you like a bag of rocks.
That's even like when you're throwing a rock. And when you catch it just like that it hits, it hurts. But then when you like release your hand and they're like...
Yeah, soft catches.
It cushions the fall.
That's what they taught us with cricket, because a cricket ball is really hard. So if you catch it just like, and you hear that, it hurts. So you got to, the coach used to say soft hands, you like guard it in. Yeah, that's a great point there. So he's done that with his knees. He's like just softly forward.
He just like bent
I suppose if you stand, that's when you get hurt, isn't it?
You also spend a few hours in the suspended harness. And finally, if the weather cooperates, you are put into a parachute, hoisted up 250 feet, and released to fall to the ground and again practice your PLF.
I'd love to like skydive.
The third week of airborne school is the only fun week. This is because you get to jump. Depending on the weather, you will jump 5 times in order to graduate. 3 jumps are Hollywood, meaning without combat gear. 2 are with combat gear and a rifle.
Sorry to pause. Only 5 jumps to like graduate. I thought you would need at least
like 10.
20 jumps or something. That's crazy. I suppose they've set them up for success with the ground jumps and that. Sorry for the light. It's turned again. I've got to buy new lights. They're super expensive here in Slovakia. We were looking on Amazon in the US and it's like...
What, 166 or more even?
No, here they're like 180, 190 euros and I can get them for like $60, $70 on Amazon. But I've got to just wait a bit because I had to buy Kat a new computer chair today.
Meaning without combat gear. 2 are with combat gear and a rifle. Your first 4 jumps are at daytime,
so cool.
And your last jump is at night. Combat equipment. Let's move on to physical fitness.
Well, I don't know about night.
Every day at airborne school, you will do morning PT. I remember PT being very easy, and for sure it was old school stretching, calisthenics, and a 3 to 4 mile run. Runs are
Garen started with calisthenics. He's been doing it. Like he's quite good with it, to be honest
hard.
with you. I can't do it now.
I'd like to learn.
I did a pull-up the other day at
at
our Kat's sister's house, and I did it, but my shoulder hurt, and I couldn't believe how heavy I'd got.
I love calisthenics. I need to learn more.
Yeah, and look, the stretching and that, it's really good for you.
School stretching, calisthenics, and a 3 to 4 mile run. Runs are incredibly slow, nicknamed the Airborne Shuffle, and are designed to strengthen knees and ankles, though I think it actually does the opposite.
Yeah, I was going to say.
There is 0 food or sleep deprivation at airborne school. When I went through airborne school, we would do 5 chin-ups before each meal. If you are not jumping at night, you have your evenings and weekends free while at airborne school.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I remember PT formation being very early, like 5 or 5:30, but I also remember being released to clean barracks at 1800. Officers usually stay in the BOQs, or base officer quarters, and the rest of us stayed in open bay barracks. I went through airborne school as a cadet when I was 18 years old, just after my freshman year. Generally, the cadets and privates get extra duties after training, which we generally deserve and benefited from, and this is where I learned to polish a tile floor like a boss.
Keeps you disciplined, doesn't it? Teaches you so much. That's one of my big regrets, is that I didn't join the army when I finished school. I wanted to when I got over to the UK, but then I met Mommy. I had Leia and stuff, and Mommy wasn't too keen. But yeah, my dad was a soldier, and his discipline is really good. Although he's got lots of flaws, don't get me wrong. He's not the best person in the world. He's very disciplined in what he does. Like, he's super strict with himself, which is something I wish I was better with, to be honest with you.
There is minimal harassment at airborne school, but the black hats do not have a sense of humor. For the most part, if we got smoked, we deserved it. There is a lot of conventional army false motivation at airborne school. You have
Look at him. What a legend.
to sing cadences loud. You have to sound off. Instructors talk to you at parade rest and use the knife hand to point, and they say everything is hoo-ah or airborne. Even as a young paratrooper, I found this type of leadership ingenuine and the motivation false. But I just played the game. cooperate, and graduate. I generally tell everyone that Airborne School is 3 hours of information jammed into 3 weeks of monotonous training. But nonetheless, it is a prerequisite for moving onward and upward, and shooting guns and jumping out of airplanes beats having a normal job.
Yeah? Oh,
Let's finish off with a clip of a mass tactical airborne operation. This one is daytime, so we can better see what happens.
Oh my god, look at how many people are on there.
What the?
Holy smokes. That's insane. That light is we're really in the shadows. Sorry.
Should I move it?
No, it's too late now. It's nearly the end. But look, I didn't realize there were so many people on there.
That's...
And they wait for the green light, don't they? Or is that just on the movie?
So they just jump.
Yeah, look, no hesitation at all. So if you hesitate, people behind you, like...
I've got a question. Do they need to pull their parachutes?
I don't know. I don't know whether those... I
think
would
those
so,
yellow things
but
it
I
looks-
think also because they don't jump as high
Yeah.
as high as when you skydive, or they do, but that looks pretty low. I'm assuming those yellow cords, once that unravels, that pulls their chute.
Yeah,
I don't know though,
probably.
dude. I was hoping they would have told us. But it's crazy, eh?
Yes.
Like these guys and girls have got balls of steel, because you got to remember they don't know what they're landing in.
Yeah.
Like like World War II, I'm sure there was quite a lot of parachuting. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, there was a lot of jumping in behind enemy lines. So they're jumping into German territory. Imagine that at night. Yeah, and then you get lost. It happens. Like you get separated from your crew. Actually, Band of Brothers.
In World War II, what was trench foot? Like from all the
That's
mud
World
and...
War One and Two is trench foot. Well, World War One.
From
more
like
than
all the
anything.
dead bodies and...
And the
mud.
mud, your feet are just wet constantly. So it's like basically rots, trench foot.
So they're not
One up,
hesitate.
one up,
Yeah.
one up, one up. So many. Look at that.
Never forget that Airborne is not the mission itself. It is simply a way to get to work, a way to get to the
What you were
battlefield.
just saying.
The real mission starts once you land. Okay, there you have it, an executive summary of Airborne School. Let me know what I missed or what has changed in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you want to join my Life as a Special Operations team. And don't forget to forward this video to a friend who needs to see this.
I tell you what, mate, I didn't realize he was actually a service member, so I'm
Yeah.
going to subscribe, I'm going to like it, and I'm going to take my hat off and say thank you very much for your service. What a legend to put this sort of stuff up to show you what goes on, eh?
Yes.
I think that's something, if I did join up in that's something that I would have been really drawn to. Although it's really dangerous, I just think that the thrill of jumping out the plane, and then it's so badass, isn't it? You land
Yeah.
with your rifle, if you don't get shot up there.
Yeah, true. That probably happens a lot.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They can, if they see you, of course they're gonna.
And
fire at
especially
you.
with this like new technology, they probably have like...
True, yeah, true. Send drones after you.
Yeah.
To cut the ropes. Anyway, guys, let us know if there's any other like this sort of video that you want us to check out, because me and Garen have done quite a few. I think we called you Darren for some
Yeah,
reason.
well, I thought Derek.
Derek. Me and Garen have done quite a few with Kat as well. Like we did the boot camp one. Hell Week is one I
Yes.
really want to find a good video on Hell Week, because Garen really wants to read the book by David Goggins. I've got an audiobook version, but I don't know whether you want to listen to that. There is quite a lot of swearing.
I want
in
to
it.
read it.
Yeah,
rather.
you'd rather read it, so I might have to get that for him as well so he can read it. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions in that, let us know, because we do love this sort of video, don't
Yes.
we? Anyway, guys, thank you again. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye.